This discourse talking about how white people don't know how to wash themselves is really fascinating to me, and so I want to share my experience about how I actually learned how to wash and what it looked like in my white supremacist Mormon household growing up. Now, I always had washcloths available to me. They were always under the sink. Um, it wasn't really enforced or taught. It was always in the bathtub. And it seemed like there was just kind of like one in there, and then we'd change it every week. I was never touching it. I don't know if my siblings were touching it. I know when we were younger, we'd play with it in the tub, but when it comes to washing, I the grossest thing that still grosses me out to this day thinking about it is how we would share bathwater. I had four siblings. We'd all share bathwater. When we were younger, it was either like two and two would go, or like after we'd each go in the last person's bathwater. The grossest thing was my older sister. We're 22 months apart. She sometimes would shower with my younger sister. And when she was like 9 or 10 years old, our youngest sister came to us and told us that, hey, there's yellow stuff in the bathwater. And my older sister tooted. And we're like, what? We ended up getting out of my older sister that she was peeing in the bathwater. Now, mind you, me and her are 22 months apart. We shared bathwater my entire childhood. I always thought we were clean until 2005 when I moved to Atlanta. White people don't talk about cleanliness. White people don't talk about cleaning themselves. White people don't talk about lotion. White people don't talk about their hair nearly to the scale that the black community does. I went there and I was dumbfounded by how much they held each other accountable to their appearances. Nails, hair, everything pristine all the time. And my mom, I felt like, was very much like that growing up, but it felt like this was like up like 10 notches. So that's kind of where I learned most of the things you should be doing, like moisturizing after you shower. I learned that in Atlanta.
You're not supposed to take shower more than once in a week. Did you know that your skin actually starts to get eczema? And it's not good for
Once a week.
once a week, my love. You say not.
And you gotta wash your ass every day. I know your cat stink. Your cat gotta smell like fish.
Take shower once in a week. And I
You
mean,
need to be incarcerated for that. You need to go to hell for that.
do you know why I'm 31 years old and my skin is glowing?
Anna, you are a female. Females have bodily things going on a daily. Y'all cat is open. And y'all be peeing out of it. And men have balls that get sweaty and musty. We gotta wash stuff like that. Anna, do you take a shit?
Literally 5 times a day.
You shit 5 times a motherfucking day and take a shower once a week,
I
bitch.
just did 3 times today.
You shit 5 times a day and take a shower once a week.
Okay, I have a serious question, and maybe this is just a white person thing, and as a white person I can say this because apparently we are finding out through the interwebs that white people are gross, and whenever we get showers, like we don't use washcloths and we don't wash our feet and things like that. So I just found out a friend of mine, now when I say a friend, I'm talking, I have been having sleepovers with her since the 80s. Like that is how long she's been my friend. And she just told me yesterday, we were on the phone. She's also that friend, we talk on the phone. And I couldn't hear what she was doing because there was all this noise. And I asked her what she was doing because it sounded like there was like something falling apart. And she said she was putting callus remover on her elbows. And I said, I'm sorry, what? And she said she was putting callus remover on her elbows. And I was confused, as one should be. And I said, why? Why? And she said, well, because they're dry. And obvious question is, don't you put lotion on your elbows? She's like, no. And I said, what do you mean no? I said, do you skip your elbows when you're putting lotion on your body? Like, I don't understand. What does no mean? She's like, well, I don't put lotion on. And I paused, and I had to kind of like rethink her answer and my question. I said, wait a second. what do you mean you don't put lotion on? She's like, I don't put lotion on my body. I said, so like when you get out of the shower or like the bathtub or whatever, you don't put lotion on? And she said, no. I mean, maybe in the summer I'll put some lotion on my legs, but like, no. I'm having a real hard time with that response because as someone who puts lotion on probably 2 to 3 times a day, I'm having a real hard time with that answer. So my question is this normal, or is this just another disgusting thing that us white folk do? Because no, I mean, I have an excess in lotions because I have a problem and I like to buy things and I like to smell good and I like to smell like all the things. So I'm not the comparison photo, but like not even a bottle of Jergens? Like, I don't understand. So help me, please. Is that normal? Sorry, I need a fan. My fan died. Is that normal? Now she does do skincare on her face, but that took a long time to get to. But do you wear lotion? Is it normal? Help me, please. Help. Thanks.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Evelyn. In today's video, we're going to talk about how Black Americans are shocked to hear white people saying they only shower twice in a week. These reactions are strong emotionally and sometimes funny. The video highlights culture difference around hygienic upbringing and daily habit. It opens a conversation about how something normally to one group can feel surprised or unacceptable to another. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section, like the video. Let's get into it.
I sent it to the group chat and I was like, I remember just saying something like, ew, like I shower every night. Like I think it's gross if you don't like clean yourself every day. Something like that. Oh boy. Was I attacked? Yes, I was attacked. I was the bad guy. I was the bad guy. The responses I got to that message went a little bit like, what do you mean you shower every day? You're only supposed to shower 2 to 3 times a week. What do you mean you use a washcloth? That's super damaging to your skin. I just use my hands to wash myself. I shower once a week and I'm still clean. Okay, but I have a swimming pool and I use it a lot, so that counts. So I don't really have to shower that often. So yeah, unfortunately, these claims are very, very...
My children probably bathe maybe once a week.
Can you talk to him
Maybe,
about
and
this?
they don't use.
Michael's,
You know,
Michael's a 4th Japanese. He thinks they have to bathe every day. Can you?
One time we had somebody on and they were talking about this, and when the clip went viral and they said we were abusing people, I was like,
Oh Lord.
they said something about privilege too. I was like, what? I didn't know
No,
how that
I
works.
said
were they
that I
doing?
did delayed bathing with both my kids.
After they were
Yes,
born.
that's because why would you need to? Why are they dirty?
Talk to us about how you only bathe your kids once a week. I want to know more about that.
Well, first off, I just let my kids do what they want to do. I have 4 children. I'm not going to fight with my kids over little stupid things like bathing.
Agreed.
Like,
What's the
Agreed.
age gap again?
almost 10, 7, 5, and 2.
Woo, you're in it.
Yeah.
So you don't make them bathe every day. You'll just do when they want to once a week.
If it's once a week, like now they swim. We have a pool and they swim in the summer. So I guess we call that bathing. So it's probably even less than that, but no, we tell it like our kids have autonomy over their bodies and their rooms, assuming, and they can make all the choices around that, assuming they're safe.
This discourse talking about how white people don't know how to wash themselves is really fascinating to me, and so I want to share my experience about how I actually learned how to wash and what it looked like in my white supremacist Mormon household growing up. Now, I always had washcloths available to me. They were always under the sink. It wasn't really enforced or taught. It was always in the bathtub. And it seemed like there was just kind of like one in there and then we'd change it every week. I was never touching it. I don't know if my siblings were touching it. I know when we were younger we'd play with it in the tub, but when it comes to washing, the grossest thing that still grosses me out to this day thinking about it is how we would share bathwater. I had 4 siblings, we'd all share bathwater. When we were younger, it was either like 2 and 2 would go, or like after we'd each go in the last person's bathwater. The grossest thing was my older sister. We're 22 months apart. She sometimes would shower with my younger sister, and when she was like 9 or 10 years old, our youngest sister came to us and told us that, hey, there's yellow stuff in the bathwater. And my older sister tooted. And we're like, what? We ended up getting out of my older sister that she was peeing in the bathwater. Now, mind you, me and her are 22 months apart. We shared bathwater my entire childhood. I always thought we were clean until 2005 when I moved to Atlanta. White people don't talk about cleanliness. White people don't talk about cleaning themselves. White people don't talk about lotion. White people don't talk about their hair nearly to the scale that the black community does. I went there and I was dumbfounded by how much they held each other accountable to their appearances. Nails, hair, everything pristine all the time. And my mom, I felt like, was very much like that growing up, but it felt like this was like up like 10 notches. So that's kind of where I learned most of the things you should be doing, like moisturizing after you shower. I learned that in Atlanta.
Do you use soap in the shower?
I do not. No, I don't use soap in the shower. I haven't bought soap ever. The craziest thing. I think you guys have been had by an unnecessary organization called Big Soap that is out there to sell a product that really, maybe it makes you smell fake for a little bit. Like, oh, wow, you smell like roses and lavender for, I don't know, what, 3 minutes until you dry off with your towel and then it's gone. But that's not what gets you clean. Big Soap, they've got you right where they want you, though. They have tricked you into believing that you need soap to be clean, and you do not.
I don't want to go here, but what about hand soap? We believe in that?
Nah, don't use it.
Really?
Don't use it.
Audible gasps from the crowd.
I don't use hand soap.
Even after using the bathroom?
I don't wash my hands after I go to the bathroom either.
Kids.
I thought this was an honest place. Circle of trust.
Do you shake hands with fans?
No, I've gone to the straight fist bump.
At least you're doing your...
I need some questions answered by all the black girls on TikTok, and especially the ones who do the black showers. So I've done jumped on that bandwagon because my skin right now feels so moisturized and so amazing since I've been doing them black TikTok showers. And mostly, I mean, I always took a good shower, don't get me wrong, but the after shower care of the body butter and the body oil and the body spray, let me just tell you that I feel amazing. But I have a question, and the question is, how long you got to let this oil set in before it doesn't transfer to your seats or your chairs and stuff like that? Because yesterday I got ready for church and I didn't get dressed yet. I just had on like a little shorts and a top while I was waiting for time. And I sat in my recliner and I got some of my body oil transferred off onto my recliner. And now, I mean, it's been an hour or so now, and I'm sitting in my car and it's transferring off my arm onto the console. And by the end of the day, it's all soaked in and stuff. But how long do y'all wait before y'all start sitting around the house? Because I don't want it to transfer off my body. I want it to soak in. So I'm gonna need some answers. Can y'all help me out?
Yes. Bend down. Scrub it. Raise your hand, please. The other hand, please. Bath good. You bath 2 times in a day. You bath morning, you bath for night. Yes. Get up. Yeah. Scrub. Bath. Use the sponge your back. This is I cannot bath you. Bath yourself, but bath good. We bath 2 times in a day. We bath for morning, we bath for night. Don't take your bath say you are taking your bath once in a day. No, 2 times as a woman. Yes, we Africa, we bath 2 times. Don't think you are wasting water. You are making yourself good, beautiful. Black is beautiful, more beautiful already. Thank you, my daughter. Crop, yeah. Oh, beautiful girl. Achalugo. Assam. Beautiful baby. Yes. I love you.
Many black Americans are shocked when some white people say they only shower twice a week. The shock comes because in many black homes, daily bathing is normal and strongly taught. Cleanliness is seen as self-respect, discipline, and care of others. For many black people, showering every day is not even a question. It is a part of a routine life, morning or night. So hearing someone say they bath only twice a week sounds strange and even disrespectful. The reaction also comes from culture differences. Black communities often connect cleanliness to survival, dignity, and how the world judge them. Black people have historically been judged harshly, so being clean has always been important. Some white people explain this say it is about saving water, not needing heat or not needing heat. But to many black Americans, these explanations feel like an excuse. They feel that basic hygienic should be not optional. The shock also turns into minor online. Black Americans joke about it because loving make the discomfort easier to handle. But behind the joke is real disbelief. This moment shows how different culture grow up with different standards. What feel normal, not one group can feel shocking to another. It is reminds us that culture shape habits more than people realize. In the end, the reaction is not just about showering. It's about value, upbringing, and how people are taught to care for their bodies. That is why confession causes such strong reactions. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. Let's see each other in the next video.